Yo, this is Wolverine from the X-Men, and you're watching Airlim.
Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video, and today we've got a video of a few things. We have some Lightning figure news, which I'm going to share my kind of thoughts on, but also a new toy range which has shown the Thunder Megazord, which Hasbro are in partnership with. So jumping over to No Pink Spandex, we've got here, it says like, here are more pictures of the Thunder Megazord from the for the Intervention Point booth from CCG Expo Shanghai 2020, part of the Metal Power line licensed by Hasbro. And there's quite a lot there. So if we jump over to Wene, I hope I got that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. And just kind of looking over his sort of stuff that he's shown, I have got to admit that I really like this Thunder Megazord, like in white. It'd be cool if they could have this entire line in it as well, but looking at like this Thunder Megazord right now, I generally really like it. The fact that the color scheme is pretty nice, but it also looks kind of like anime-ish, which I really like that. I love mechs and robots and stuff like that, so having it more kind of posable in different ways, that's what I generally really like, rather than it being compared to where it's just static, where it's just standing there with the arms move up and down. So I'm not a huge fan of that sort of stuff, but I really like the fact that you can pose these. So, you know, if you're a collector and you want to have them all over a wall, and you want them in different poses rather than standing up, I think that's quite cool. So even kind of looking at the kind of like the Thunder Megazord, it looks really cool standing up. Just kind of a presence, just more from what I kind of imagined. Like when I first saw this, I generally looked at like the feet and go, that looks off to me. But obviously I'm guessing because either if the top part's like kind of fully metal, then obviously it could topple, so obviously make the feet bigger. But it just generally looks really nice. Like different hands you can have as well. So I think mine's just gonna be posed like that or something, which kind of makes it added on. You get the sword, and then also you get the kind of staff, which kind of makes me think of, are we going to get any? It to me also looks like it's not going to like decombine, so it's all one part, which is fine. So it does make me kind of think that will we get a red dragon later on? But I really just like this like the grey version. Like this is one that I would love to have. Like I'm hoping that, you know, if they had them, that this is what we can get, because damn, it just looks so cool. It just looks really cool. Like even some of the close-ups, having a look at it. Like the Thunder Megazord, like the face looks kind of cool. It looks fine. The crotch looks fine. You know, most of it just literally just screams the whole thing of like, this is actually it. So this looks like the Thunder Megazord. I think that when you've had stuff like the Legacy and you've had the normal version, I kind of think that maybe it's a bit thicker, so like it looks kind of like, this looks kind of cool. Like the chest isn't so big. Maybe it's because the arms look kind of like disproportioned. I think that looks nice. I just think the look of it is spot on. Like just generally having a look at, like, again, that looks awesome. Like I don't know what it is about it. Just it looks absolutely nice. Just, nice, Mark. Nice. I like all of it. And obviously that they've got like holding that there. Like when you can see it, I just generally really like the way he's holding the sword, and obviously not the eyes kind of look really good. So this to me is something that I would wholeheartedly collect. I think that it's a nice showcase. Like if they did that with the Zeo, because I know that they did a Zeo one a while ago, and that was it mainly. So I really like the fact that how do I say, like, I like the fact that they're now looking into doing Megazords, and if they're doing every single one, it's not just Mighty Morphing, which it looks like everything is, but if they're doing this differently and you had loads of new things, I think that would kind of be really cool. So yeah, I'm kind of happy on this one. So we getting this, happy as anything. I wasn't a big fan of the Thunderzords, but I think having something like that is, for me, something that I would wholeheartedly collect. It just looks kind of like a little bit different. So now we're going to be looking at some Lightning collection news, and this is from Just in Huts. which I think is in Malaysia. And to be fair, like the SPD Omega Ranger doesn't really bother me. I know that the chest piece, like the logo, is way too big. One thing is White Dino's out, and this was a thing that was reported a while ago, and I've got to admit, I'm kind of not happy, and I can't figure out why Hasbro can't really be bothered to kind of sort all of this out. And I think mainly it's because either they just don't care at the moment. So when I first saw this morning, I was like, okay, that's really cool. That is going to be something that, you know, we're going to get. All of a sudden, we then had pictures come out, and I didn't really kind of pick up on the visor. I was mainly looking at the body on this one. The main thing is the back's painted. That's what I wanted. The back is painted, and that's the main majority of this. Like, it looks like it's meant to. The gold looks fine. I think it's just the face. It's just the helmet that there's no black around it, and it's too thin. It doesn't look like there's actually any sort of kind of like painting for it. And this is what really annoys me, because it's not a hard figure to get home, like to get wrong. Like, it just feels like Hasbro just produced this and they just don't really care. And this is what really irritates me. The whole fact that they have every single image of the Ranger, like they can do it. They've got artists, which they'd have to kind of like approve on and say, yeah, this is fine, and they can see it. But when looking at it, they just want to release them and just be like, oh, we're over and done with. And I think this really hurts the brand. Like, I know people in the past have said, oh, it's only a set amount of like dollars or whatnot, but still, like, getting it right. Like, can you imagine if they got Tommy completely wrong, like the first ever version of the Green Ranger? Like, we're not talking about the fighting spirit, but they brought out a Green Ranger and they got it wrong. They'd get loads of backlash, but you know that they wouldn't do it. And I kind of think that I'd rather have a figure that either costs a little bit more, that looks a lot like it, rather than just something that's hashed out. Now, when I saw someone kind of bring up like the visor, I generally kind of thought, oh, okay, because originally they'd painted one, or there was an image of one going around. But with this one, I'm hoping that there's lines. So we know that on the White Dino helmet, there would be lines going up here and down there and down there. Now, when this arrives, if there are lines, I will pretty much paint it myself, because I really want a good looking figure. I don't want one that is kind of crap. And when you look at this just, to me, just screams, what? Like, Hasbro, come on, like, seriously, we're getting tired. Like, this is probably your second year that you're running this. You know, these are your amazing, like, lines and stuff like this. Is your grand one that you want people to put out. But why are you making it so hard to actually be like, hey, like, we can't make a decent one now? It just feels like you could make one so much better, but I don't know. It just irritates me a lot, because, you know, this is not a hard figure to get hold of. It's practically 4 colors: red, black, white, and gold. That is it. It is not the hardest. It is not like multicolored Ranger or anything like that. So you could easily spend time, and rather than rush these out, that you have to get these out every so often. And if this is what you're kind of doing for, like, you have to get a certain amount of figures out, at least the ones that you think that you're going to have trouble with, schedule them later. Your Mighty Morphing Pack, get them done, get them out there. You know, do your Zeos and your Mystic Force, but the ones that are a little bit harder, I'm not saying White Dino is hard, but just take a bit of time, like, look at it, get someone from the fandom, or get someone that, you know, get an image up, get someone from the office and say, hey, Bob, does this look like the figure? Does this look exactly like it? And if they go, nah, that's completely wrong, you go, all right, what's wrong? They go, visor, mate, visor, put some black on it, you'll be fine. Boom, perfect. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and go like, oh, maybe the black's way too much, because look at that bad boy, black everywhere. The paint job, it looks brilliant on the body, but yeah, I just think that this could have been done a little bit more. You know, if you're going to put so much money into Mighty Morphing, at least put some more money into like the other seasons, so it doesn't suck balls. Look at Omega. Omega looks really cool. Like shrink in that V on his chest and it would be fine. I don't know. Do Hasbro just really want to get this out? Like, get every single figure, and then when they've done every single Ranger, re-release them again? Because that would suck so much. Hey, you got the first waves, now you gotta get the second, because we're doing every Ranger again. Like, calm it down. Just wait. Don't bring out so many, or just take your time. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. That's my kind of rant. I really want to do. I might do a bigger rant on this. I don't know. Might not. But yeah, I just kind of really wanted to talk about this. Because I think that all of this needs to be kind of looked into a bit more. I'm going to leave all the links in the description down below where you can find these images, so you can check it all out. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on all this? Like, do you like the Lightning Collection for what this is now? Or do you think that Hasbro are just literally rushing these out of the door? Like, pretty much like, White Dino is coming, it's not the hardest one to mess up. Or do you think that they just wanted, because he looks like he's squinting, he's like going all around. It just feels weird to me. So yeah, I am going to kind of leave it there. What are your thoughts? Let me know down below in the comments. Would you get these figures? I am, because I really like the look of them. Let me know down below in the comments, and if you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Yeah, that's about it really. Cool, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.